tell you guys, we are global. I mean, we are global. Okay, we're at the top of the hour. So let's go ahead and get our party started again. Thank each and every one of you for being here for our global MoveQuest presentation. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I am your humble hostess for today. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share this information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built wonderful platforms and thriving communities like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you for that introduction, my beautiful cousin, Miss Marnita Casa. Thank you for being our hostess. And happy Saturday morning, everybody. I hope you guys are already starting your day off right. It's still the early morning for me in California. It's only 9 a.m. But as Miss Casa said, this is a global opportunity. So we have people logging in from the California, around the world. This is either morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. So we thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. This Saturday, I am going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to give a more thorough presentation than I normally do. We are streaming live everywhere right now. I'm not streaming on YouTube. I am streaming all over Facebook and all the Facebook groups. So if you ever have anybody out there, especially on social media, who has anything they have to say about what they think MoveQuest is all about, they don't understand it, lack of knowledge and information, this presentation, you will have a clear understanding of what this is and how this works. And if you've got people like that, you might want to share it. Share it on your page, share it to your friends, share it on your groups, let everybody know. But I am going to do a thorough presentation this morning than I would normally do. It's Saturday. I'm in a good mood, and I want to be able to give this project the flowers that it's due for being, in my opinion, one of the most successful crypto-based type project launches that I've ever seen in the last 8 years. And I know a little bit about something about this space. As Ms. Casa said, for those of you who don't know me, I am the founder and creator of ILCA, Ivy League Crypto Academy. I teach crypto education for a living. If you want to see my credentials, just ask AI. Who is Brandon Ivey in ILCA? And AI will tell you who I am. I'm one of the foremost sought after educators in the world in this space. And my company is going on 3 years old in January, and we're about to take it even to a whole nother level. I always believe education is key. Education is everything, and lack of knowledge will lead to you having a broke bank account. Don't ever let that be the reason to stop you because you don't understand something. I have more respect for somebody that says no after they've seen it than says no and makes assumptions before they even see it and understand what's going on. So this presentation, you'll know what this is all about. And as the title says, MoveQuest, that just means that's what we're doing. We're moving. That's the whole point. We are in the health and wellness space as a product and as a result. The reward we're gaining is in the crypto space. So one thing I will tell you what this is not. This is not an opportunity for you to invest where you're going to get a guaranteed return every single month, every single day, 3% a day, 13% a month, where you put $1 in the machine on Monday and you pull out $10 on Friday, and then you compound and somebody else is doing all the work for you. This is not one of those things. This is not an opportunity where the only way you make money is by recruiting people, because this is an opportunity where you can make money and never tell a soul. This is not a health and wellness opportunity where the only way you're going to make money is by convincing your grandma to drink your miracle juice at Christmas. This is not one of those things where you have to sell a product, good, or service. It is strictly an opportunity that's going to reward you for your own physical activity, and is not the first out there to do it. So if anybody that up front says they don't understand MoveQuest, point them to the other move to earn apps out there like StepN and Sweatcoin that has millions of users on it. and say, we are doing what they're doing, but better. Let me give you another number here I want you to know out front. $20 million. What does that represent? $20 million represents the amount of money the people in this community that have been involved since the end of July has been able to sell their rewards and move into their bank accounts. $20 million. So this is not an opportunity where I can say is going to change people's lives. This is an opportunity that already has. 100% of the people involved have been able to sell their rewards if they chose to and pulled money out. See, one of the biggest problems in crypto-based projects is something called lack of liquidity. That even if you wanted to sell your rewards, there's no money there for you to sell. If it doesn't end up being a pump and dump or shut down or the CEOs run off with everybody's money. Let me ask this question. Type one in the chat box if you've been able to sell any of your rewards and pull out money. Type one in the chat box. That's 100%. And here's the other unintended consequence of you being a part of this project. You're actually going to get in better shape and lose weight. I've lost almost 20 pounds since being a part of this project, and I did not join this project to lose 20 pounds. I joined this project to make some money. Actually, if we go back, because I interviewed the creator of this project and the dev team before we even got involved. I wanted our community to see who they were and make their own decision. And when I saw this project, you know what I got excited about? Not trying to get rich, not trying to earn a full-time income. What I got excited about was finally a project based in the crypto space that allows every single person an opportunity to have a win, to be able to earn a couple of $100 a month without having to be a top networker, to be able to be an influencer, to know everything about crypto, to be able to know how to trade, compound, and all that stuff. All you got to do is move. We have people with a broken back making this opportunity happen for them. And if I could show that single stay-at-home mom or that person working two jobs in an environment where inflation is crazy, where gas prices are high, to have a couple of $100 to put into your account to maybe get your hair done, maybe to buy food, Christmas is coming up. That's a win off of activity you're going to be doing anyway. That's what MoveQuest is all about. This is not an MLM opportunity. This is not network marketing. This is where health and wealth go hand in hand. And let's talk about the health side of this, because here's some facts that most people may not know or understand. Heart disease and cancer are the top two causes of death in America. 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. 67%. 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal healthy lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. And why is that? It's because of our lifestyle. The system is designed for us to fail because it's in our food. And we don't have enough time to do our own freaking research to do what we need to do to eat the proper and healthy things. We want a fast food type mentality. And as a result, this is what happens. The system is based to only tackle the symptoms and not the cause. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are top reasons for disease in America. Now, this isn't new. We all know this, but most people don't pay attention to it till it becomes a problem, until after you get diagnosed, until after the hospital visit, until after you got to pay that bill. And then we want to start trying to live right as a reactionary instead of being preventive. And because of this, this has spawned a huge healthcare industry, not just from insurance companies, but also from companies that are coming out with workout regimens and products and services and equipment to try to motivate you to get healthy. And the real problem is not these diseases. What do you mean, Brandon? How is that not the real problem? The real problem is lack of motivation. And so if any company, opportunity, or product or service can tackle that, can help people be motivated to do the right thing for their own health, you have a winner. You got celebrity endorsements. You got the latest Billy Blanks type videos and workout routines. And every year is something new and weight loss regimens. But every year, we're now coming to the end of this year. And there's two things that people do for New Year's, two main things people ask for their New Year's resolution. Number one, make more money. And number two, lose weight and get in better shape so they can have that summer body ready for next year. Those are the top two things. And in the past, at this time of year, I always bring this up and I say, I can't help you with the getting in better shape, but I can help you with the making more money part. This year, I actually can help you with both because MoveQuest has conquered the one main problem that all these other products and services have failed to do: motivate you. Let me show you how they've been able to do that. Take a look at this video.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? Get Fit Mining, a revolutionary platform that pays you to get.
Don't tell me I did it again. I don't have the sound on right. All right, hold on. I will do that again. I want the whole screen too. There we go. All right, let's try this again.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? Get Fit Mining, the revolutionary platform that pays you to get fit. Imagine earning cold, hard crypto just for building those buns of steel or carving out that six-pack. With Get Fit Mining, every step you take is not just towards a healthier you, but also towards financial freedom. Forget those hefty gym fees or that pantry stuffed with diet foods. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself and start building your retirement at the same time. What if what you mine today could change your tomorrow just doing what you are already doing but intensifying it? Picture this: the best fit version of yourself, traveling the world, driving that luxury car you've always dreamed of. All of this is possible with Get Fit Mining. Here's how it works. Strap on your favorite fitness tracker and start earning crypto for your everyday activities like walking, running, or cycling. The more you move, the more you earn. Our app syncs with your lifestyle. It tracks your progress and mines cryptocurrency while you exercise. It's like mining money while melting calories. Say hello to real-time rewards paid instantly. Achieve your fitness goals and watch your digital wallet grow. Connect with fellow fitness enthusiasts, challenge each other, and share your achievements. With each referral, boost your earnings and your fitness motivation. Join the movement that's reshaping what it means to be fit and financially savvy. Why put off feeling good and living well? The time is now, and Get Fit Mining is your gateway. Ready to make a move? Let's turn those fitness dreams into your financial reality. Jump on board and let Get Fit Mining guide you to a richer, healthier life. It's the future of fitness, and it's here now with Get Fit Mining. So why wait? It's time to turn those workouts into wealth. Download the Get Fit Mining app today and start your freedom. Remember, every step counts, every workout matters. With Get Fit Mining, you're not just getting fit, you're getting rewarded. It's fitness revolutionized. It's time to get fit, get rewarded, and start building your future one step at a time. See you on the healthier side of life.
See you on the healthier side of life. I mean, are there benefits to walking? Obviously, just 30 minutes every day can increase cardiovascular fitness, strengthens your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. You reduce your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and some cancers. Your physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. And adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity gain some health benefits. Now, again, this is not not obvious. This is a thing that people know to do. We just don't do it because we're not motivated to do it. And as that video shows, We figured out how to motivate you by incentivizing you to do it. Now you can turn your physical activity into an income stream. So for anybody who would think, oh, Brandon, that's a scam, explain to me how turning your physical activity into an income stream is a scam. This is what you're already doing anyway. And how do we do this? Well, you may not know this, but the phone you have in your hand comes with apps built into your phone that is already tracking all of your physical activity. Do you know what the scam is? That they're not paying you for your activity and your data. They're making money off of your data and your information. That's something that we call centralization. A central source is taking all of your information and data and profiting from it, even without your permission. If you have an iPhone, the iPhone is built in something called Apple Health. If you have an Android, especially the latest ones, something is built into it, not even just Google Fit, but something called Health Connect. It's not even an app for you. If you open up your phone and look it up, it's already built into there. It's part of the hardware system called Health Connect. And that is tracking all of your information. Not only is it doing that, they're listening to you. Have you ever wondered, you might have been on social media and you see advertisements and like, wait a minute, I never searched for that. It's like it's reading my mind. They're listening to you too. What MoveQuest is a DApp. DApp with the D in front of it stands for a decentralized app. And you download it onto your phone at no cost. MoveQuest DApp is not recording all of your data. The MoveQuest DApp is attaching itself to the apps already on your phone that is recording your data. It takes that information, runs it through our miners, gives it a digital hash, sends it to the blockchain, and you're being rewarded in real time with the token called MQT. This token launched at the end of July, and it launched at $1. The token is currently sitting at more than $10 today. The token did reach an all-time high of $125. $20 million. Well, how come it's not at $125? Well, what happens when people sell and people buy? If you sell, then you're bringing the value down. If people are buying, the value goes up. How did Bitcoin go from $70,000 to $101,000 as of today? The election of Donald Trump sent the crypto community into a frenzy, and a buying FOMO took place. And a whole lot of buying took place and pushed the value of that up. Where this project succeeded is that it didn't pump and dump. That $20 million has been sold and it is stabilized. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But this is a token that has real world value. There's only two ways to get this token. You're either going to have to purchase it on the open market at whatever value it currently is, or you can mine it. How do you get your hands on Bitcoin? You can either purchase it on the open market or you can mine for it. 3.125 Bitcoin is released every 10 minutes when a block is formed. Most people today can't mine Bitcoin individually. So the only way you can get it is you got to go out there and buy it. Supply and demand. Now, there are other move to earn apps, as I stated. You might be familiar with Sweatcoin. I don't remember anybody saying, "Oh, Sweatcoin's a scam," which I think that it's not for the people. Let's put it that way. It is an ingenious way that this centralized company has figured out how to monetize and gamify people's experience on doing what they already do on a Saturday morning like today, go outside and jog. Sweatcoin, I've been using since 2022. You're rewarded for your steps in a token called Sweat. I have millions of steps since 2022. Do you want to know how much money I've earned because of that? I don't have to tell you. This is a screenshot. $25. $25. How in the world do they still have millions of users and I only made $25 and I still can't figure out how to sell it? To me, it's not even worth it. $25. There's another move to earn app called Stepin. Also millions of users in its first couple of months. And they just gamified your experience of walking outdoors. But there are limits to these apps. Number one, they're centralized, which means the people behind it are in it for a profit. That's the point. They're limited to what they can do. They only work outside with GPS connection. They don't track what goes on indoors. And they're restricted feature sets. MoveQuest, however, is decentralized, meaning it's not run by a company. There is no monthly subscription fee. I guess to remind me, I need to cancel my Sweatcoin yearly subscription. I think it's like $100 a year. I think I'm paying for that. It's decentralized, and there are no limitations or restrictions as far as indoors or outdoors. This is going to reward you for your steps, your distance, your calories, your workouts, and your sleep. Are there benefits to sleeping? Yes. How many of you would love to sleep in on a Monday morning? You know, getting a 7 and a 9 hour sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, helps keep blood sugar consistent. It lowers your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease, reduces stress, improves your mood, and helps you to think more clearly, helps to prevent inflammation and control weight. And we all know this. However, our lifestyles prevent us from getting the sleep that we want. That's why we can't wait for a Saturday morning, right? I can finally sleep in, but not if you got kids. You're still up early. One of the things I couldn't wait to do when I was working a 9-to-5 job, I remember thinking to myself when I was planning my retirement, I remember thinking, man, I can't wait till I can just sleep in. You know, it's nothing sweeter than that. Not have to wake up till the alarm clock. And I never understood why the weekend is always bright and sunny, but Monday mornings it's always dark, gloomy, cold, and rainy. You know, wake up at 5 a.m., rush off to rush hour traffic, to go to a job you don't like, to work with people you can't stand, to eat lunch at 12 when you're hungry at 11, to ask for permission to go to the bathroom like you're a child, to get off work 5 hours later at 5 or 6, make it home by 6:37 after traffic, barely eat dinner, spend an hour with the family, go to sleep and do it all over again for the next 40 years of your life wasn't my exact idea of the American dream. So I said, when I fire my boss, I'm sleeping in. Well, unfortunately, it didn't work that way either. Because I learned that when you work for yourself, I work harder for myself than I ever did on a job. Next year, I celebrate 13 years firing my boss. And I only average 4.5 to 5 hours sleep a night and a good 1 hour in the afternoon. Now that I've been a part of MoveQuest, I average 6.5 to 8 hours sleep every single night. Now, why am I getting that extra sleep? Is it because I want the sleep benefits? I wish I could say that's the reason, but it's not. I'm getting the extra sleep because I'm getting paid to sleep. How many of you guys went to sleep last night and God willing, you woke up this morning? Well, all of you, because you're here. That is something we can't avoid. We have to sleep. Might as well get paid for sleeping. Not only that, you're going to get paid for your steps, your distance, your workouts, your calories, and your sleep, and all managed not by a central company like Stepin or Sweatcoin, but by a smart contract called MoveQuest. There is no company headquarters. There is no customer support telephone number. There is, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is decentralized. It is open source. It's for the people. And that's what MoveQuest is all about. Now, this smart contract does what it's programmed to do. There are certain limitations with this program, limitations into how much you can actually do. You're going to receive credit up to 20,000 steps per day, up to 10 miles per day, up to 2 hours max workout time. And this is something a lot of you are forgetting to do. When you don't have to say, I have somebody say, well, Brent, I don't go to the gym, so I can use the workouts. What are you talking about? Do you walk around your house? Yeah, turn on the workout button. Get 2 hours of that workout in. 2 to 4,000 calories burned, and up to 8 hours max sleep. Now you can do more, but you're only going to receive credit for up to this time amount of activity. Now, getting started with MoveQuest is a simple concept. One, I don't have to teach you how to have a phone, you already do. The next thing is it's optional for you to have a smartwatch. I suggest it. Oh yeah, Marnita, that was another thing we'll be covering in our inner circle too about the smartwatches. But I suggest using a smartwatch because you don't have to carry your phone everywhere you go, and it adds more. It gets more detailed, and you're getting credit when you're just moving your arms around, sitting on the couch, jumping up and down because this is football season. College football championships coming up, the bowl games coming up. Yeah, you can get paid watching the game. Activity. Some of you say, well, Brandon, I don't need the smartwatch because I carry my phone everywhere I go. Yeah, this might be true. Some of you guys take the phone to the bathroom with you. You take a bath with it. You go to sleep with it. It is an extension of your body. But the watches do more data for you. Your phones already have trackers on them built in. The magic happens is when you download the MoveQuest app and you dock the miners to it. Oh, that's a new term. Brandon, what do you mean by miners? Well, just like Bitcoin, MoveQuest goes through a process, a verification process. Bitcoin is not just made up out of thin air. As Donald Trump said in 2016, he's a crypto believer today. He wasn't in the past. He said back in the day, Bitcoin is just made up out of thin air. There's nothing real to it. It's a scam. It's a Ponzi. Cash is king. That's what he said the first time he was president. But what is he saying today? Oh, I'm going to be the biggest Bitcoin president there ever was. United States is going to lead the way. What did he learn that he didn't know before? Unlike the US dollar, this is made up out of thin air. They can just print more money whenever they feel like it, with nothing backing it since we got off the gold standard in 1971. Bitcoin, however, is not just created out of thin air. There's only 21 million written into the code. The last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140. Mining, what does that mean? What that means is it takes an individual who takes their time, and for me, time is money. They take their time and they purchase hardware. They program that hardware with software. They pay the electricity to make it work. And they're building the Bitcoin blockchain. And every 10 minutes when a block is built, it closes. A reward. How do you incentivize people to do that? Take their time and their money, their equipment to do this. They're not doing it for free. The reward is 3.125 Bitcoin released to all of the miners every 10 minutes. And a process that's going to continue for the next 120 years. So that's where you get the term proof of work, Bitcoin mining. MQT. There's only going to be 21 million MQT, kind of like Bitcoin. The tokenomics, similar but a little bit different. 2,500 MQT is being released every single day. Who gets these 2,500 MQT? All of you do. What determines how much you get? The miners. How many miners do you have working for you and how much physical activity? See, we're all actually in competition with each other. Because whether it's only 5 people or 5 million, that same number is going to be released every single day. The early days of Bitcoin, people got a whole lot of Bitcoin in the mining. Do you think a lot of those people wish they still held on to their Bitcoin today? We just finished Crypto Talk that found this one kid that like 5 years ago got his hands on Pepe 4 or 5 years ago for $27. He just cashed it out for 42 million 5, 6 years later. So the MoveQuest miners is allowing you to receive the MoveQuest. Now, the difference between this and Bitcoin is what is powering these miners? Not you paying for electricity. What's powering it is your physical activity. You're like the Matrix. Remember the Matrix? What was powering the matrix? Humans. Humans were a battery. What's powering these miners? Your physical activity. So while Bitcoin is proof of work, MoveQuest is proof of physical activity. And any activity is getting you paid. From walking indoors, outdoors, running, jogging, hiking, riding your bike, riding your skateboard, going rollerblading and skating. How many of you guys love to dance? What about you do your Saturday morning routines? You go grocery shopping, walking up and down the aisles. What about your Saturday morning yard work, mowing the lawn, playing with your kids and your grandchildren, doing housework, cleaning your house? Any activity is getting you paid. And the more activity you have, the higher your earnings. Now, the process of getting started, this is where the learning curve comes in. Because we are earning in crypto and everything is happening in crypto. So we have a process in our brand new Web3 site, dev.movequest.com. It's a step-by-step walkthrough, but you do need to purchase AVAX. So we recommend you downloading a MetaMask wallet, purchasing AVAX. And what are you going to be doing using that AVAX for? You're going to use that AVAX to purchase the MQT token. Oh, what did we just do there? You know, a lot of critics of the crypto space say that 90% of all the tokens out there, they're fake. There's nothing real to it. There's no use case. It's the word called utility. Is there any utility to Dogecoin? No. What about the Hawk girl just came out with a token that was a pump and dump? There was no real world utility. No, that token was not going to hawk on you. What else just happened here in Crypto Talk? What did we just learn about? Luigi Mangione. You know that name, right? Assassinated the CEO of the health insurance company. Yeah, they already came out with a meme coin to him. Pump and dump. They have no use case to it, which is why most crypto projects fail and are scams. Why this one is not in that category? Because we've created our own use case. You cannot purchase the miners unless you purchase MQT. And Denise, you can use your own wallet. That's the whole point. Everything is happening in your own wallet. This is decentralized. There's no MoveQuest wallet holding all your tokens, telling you when you can and cannot get paid. It's not Coinbase. It's not an exchange. This is a decentralized smart contract. You connect your wallet, and it doesn't have to be MetaMask. Whatever wallet that you can get that has AVAX. Once you purchase the MQT, you use that MQT to purchase the miner. And now that you have the miners, now you connect, you're going to get an invite code from the person who shared with you. Connect your wallet to the site where you can purchase the miners. You can have up to 8 miners working for you. Download the MoveQuest app and you start moving. And you start seeing every single day how your activity is being rewarded in a crypto token. Now, here's another reason that separates this. I want you to pay close attention because I know there's a lot of critics listening and watching me right now. So I want to make some things very clear. What separates this from anything else out there that has been deemed a scam, a Ponzi, a pump and dump, a rug pull that everybody in crypto has experienced. I don't care how successful you are in this space. There's no way, if you've been in, especially as long as me, that you haven't seen any of this or been experienced or been a victim of these things. See, most crypto projects need seed money to get started. So they use investors, they use seed phrase money. And when the project launches, the people who got in early are waiting for the price of that token to go up. And as soon as it goes up, they sell because they want a profit and they don't have any belief that the project is going to last long anyway. And that's okay. The whole name of the game is for you to get a profit. But when they sell, they cause a pump and dump. and the value comes crashing all the way down. Sometimes it either goes back to zero or less than the launch of the token price. That happens 90% of the time. You can just look on DEX tools. And then what happens next is people on the outside who are not part of the project from the beginning look at it and say, wow, that was a pump and dump. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. So now you don't have a demand for the token. You don't have any new people that say, I want to be a part of the project to create the demand. And then the people who crash it are screaming to the company and say, how come the price is low? When are you going to bring the price back up? As if the company can do that. Once a token is on the open market, it's on the open market. There's nothing even a centralized company can do about it. Nothing they can do. So the very people who crashed it are screaming that it was crashed. And then they start screaming scam. And those are for the good ones. What's even worse is when the CEOs of these companies decide to do, oh yeah, we made a lot of money. Let's run off with everybody's money now. A rug pull. Or the government comes in and says, oh, you're doing things illegally. That's a security. We're shutting you down. We've all experienced that. This is something I've never seen before. So when I hear any critics speak on it, I know if I've never seen something like this before, they definitely have never seen anything like this before, nor can they understand why and how it works, which is I really don't pay attention to them. But let me explain to you what happened here. And I was not a believer. One thing you'll know about me is I'm not a cheerleader for any company except my own. I'm not a rah-rah guy. I tell it like it is. And I believe every project I see has a 90% chance of failure. So when I saw what was happening on the AVAX blockchain, which is what we're on, I knew that the creator wanted to prove that this system works because up until now, it was only a theory. It was only, this is what I want it to do. I didn't believe that it was possible, not because I didn't believe in the concept on paper. I didn't believe that the people would do what they need to do to make this a success, especially if you are trained and you understand what Bitcoin is. The way Bitcoin is being used right now is not the way it was designed. It was not designed to be a store of value. The people decided to use it like a store of value as digital gold. Read the Bitcoin white paper. And for those of you who have never done it and you don't like reading, I recorded myself reading it. It's on YouTube. Just type in Bitcoin white paper Brandon Ivey. You should, I mean, that's the gospel of crypto. The people decide how a token in a project is going to be used, not the creator. It's the main thing. So when I saw this, I said, and I'm on record because I did a video. I had an 80% chance of failure. I was wrong. When this launched at the end of July, I was watching it. I was positioned. Yes, I was involved. See, when you're educated in the space, I always ask this question. If the project fails by 90%, can I still make a profit? If the answer is yes, I get involved because I have rules I abide by in this space. That's how I flipped $30 into seven figures in crypto. So even if it's a losing project, I still win. So I got involved. And then I was proven wrong. Less than 250 people launched on the AVAX blockchain with this. I saw the token go from $1 to $4.90. That's a huge gain. Now the test. The people who got it for $1, they're going to sell. And a lot of them did. I saw it go from $4.90 and drop all the way down to $2.50, $2.60. I was like, yeah, that's typical. But then I saw it stop and it stabilized higher than it launched. I said, okay, it didn't go all the way down to zero. And then I saw it took about a week. It jumped up to $6. And I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And then it jumped from $6 to 14 to 24 to 40 to 80 to $125. I had never seen anything like that. And when big selling was happening, The system corrected itself, and we reached another all-time high. Every time somebody dropped, it sold for 80,000, 50,000, 100,000, $200,000. I had never seen anything like that before till now. We are 5 months removed, and the token is still sitting above $10 a coin. $20 million has been paid out into this community. 100% of the people is winning. There's nobody who say, I lost money on this unless they got scammed and someone stole their tokens. Let me give you another number too. Because of the success of this project, more than $500,000 has been stolen from this community. We have professional thieves who see money in the water. And there might be a lot of uneducated people that they can steal from. That's another sign of a successful system. But what makes this self-sustaining? Why is it doing it this way? Why is there still more than $1.5 million in liquidity where other crypto projects that have 10 times more people involved, hundreds of millions of dollars, and the liquidity is sitting at $6,000? I think when I did Inner Circle the other day, I showed one project that I'm heavily invested in, and its liquidity was $3,600. So it meant even if I wanted to sell the tokens, there's no money there for me to sell it. That was just disgraceful. That was crazy. And that's supposedly a successful system with billionaires involved. Yet this has more than 1.6 million in liquidity with less than 5,000 active users on a daily basis. What do you think that's going to look like when there's 50,000 users, 100,000 users, or it reaches the numbers that Step and Sweatcoin has? I told you guys I was going to go longer today, so bear with me. I want to make sure that this is clear and everybody understands why and how what's going on. So how? Well, the reason is most of these other companies are centralized, which means whatever money that they bring in, they do either two things. One, they use that money to pay old people. They're using new money to pay old people. And they're taking a profit. So there's nothing left for the ecosystem itself, except the people doing it. What MoveQuest has done, since this is not a company, 90% of what would be a profit is going right back into the ecosystem. What is it doing in the ecosystem? It's adding liquidity to the system so that if you wanted to sell your coins, there's money for you to sell. It's also repurchasing MQT and removing it from the market, creating more of a demand and less of a supply. And if you understand supply and demand dynamics, that means the value of it goes up or it maintains itself on an equal basis, like an equilibrium. So if you sell your tokens, you can't tank the project. And that's what's happened here. There's been a whole lot of selling taking place. This project should have died 3 months ago under normal circumstances. But remember I said that 90%? Well, where's that 90% coming from? Well, every time you evolve and upgrade your miners, you submit your proof of physical activity, you claim your mining rewards, you unlock your mining dot slots, you create challenges and events, and you lease your miners. You're not doing that from a company website where they've got, a stash of the miners and everything. You are doing this activity directly on the blockchain. Well, Brandon, there's a company website called MoveQuest. No, that's a portal that points directly to the blockchain. What do you think wallets are? What do you think MetaMask, Trust Wallet? They are all pointing to the blockchain. You can actually do this whole process without the MoveQuest website if you understood how the blockchain works and how to navigate it. You don't need the MoveQuest website to do it. So 90% of the fees that would go to a company as profit is going right back into this ecosystem to sustain itself. That's the best I can explain that for an uneducated person to understand this. Just know, instead of it being profit, it's going right back into the ecosystem, managed by a programmed smart contract that can operate independently of its creator. Now, how to get started, or what's the cost of getting started? Again, if you understand the crypto space when it comes to mining, or nodes or anything like that, the average cost can be anywhere between $500 to $10,000 to get yourself hands on some miners. We're not talking about that here. Right now, you can get started with $50. $50 to mint the miner. Let me do another understanding as well. There is no individual that's getting your $50. All right? Because it's not a company. There's no warehouse full of MoveQuest miners that you're paying the company to get your hands on the miner. No, you are actually minting the miner on the blockchain. So the first person to touch it is you. It's coded to your wallet. Now, the first miner, we call it a mover. You're getting 50% mining power with this mover. Now, that's not going to get you a whole lot. It's the same way from somebody saying today, yeah, man, I saw Bitcoin went to $101,000. I think I'm going to convert my old laptop into mining some Bitcoin. Now, you're not going to go very far with that, especially when somebody else has a factory and 200 ASIC mining machines. So we have more powerful miners that you can upgrade to. From the Trailblazer, Explorer, Vanguard, or Titan. The Titan miner gives you 400% mining power. So you can start low or you can start high. Keep watching, Denise. You asking questions, and I'm going to give you the answer to all of this, baby. Just keep watching. 400% mining power. You can have 8 of these working for you. I said $20 million has been pulled out. Do we have any proof? That's what people say. How much? What kind of money can I make? What are the returns here? Honestly, let me show you. Here's an example of Miss Casa actually pulling some rewards. Take a look.
Grand, beautiful risings, babies, and happy thriving Thursday. It's your girl, the Queen Connectress, and I am back because we are talking about Get Fit Mining, and for me, documentation beats conversation. So I am going to show you how easy it is for you to get paid off of your physical activity and your sleep. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up my MetaMask wallet and let you guys see that right now I have 1.35 MQT in my MetaMask wallet. So then now I'm going to go to my Get Fit Mining app. And as you guys can see, every day, your steps, your miles, your calories, your workout, and your sleep, all that data is put into the Get Fit Mining app. The app turns that data into a hash and puts it on the blockchain, and that's how we're able to get paid for our physical activity and our sleep. Now, every day you have to get up and submit your data. When you submit your data, it shows up as a line of information right here on the bottom. Now, every day you can claim each line of information in order to be rewarded your MQT. I like to wait for 10 days, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and claim my 10 days of data. I am going to submit that information. As you see, it says transaction in progress. And now my data has been claimed successfully. The MQT that I am rewarded from my physical activity and my sleep now shows up in my MetaMask wallet. So I'm going to go over there to MetaMask. Oops, let's do that again. There we go. And now you guys can see that I received 10.5, I think, MQT for the last 10 days. So like I said, you guys, you get paid instantly for your physical activity and your sleep. It all depends on when you want to claim your activity and when you decide to sell, how much you will actually make. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, and you keep being healthy, active, and beautiful. I'll see you soon. Peace.
All right, all right. I know people want me to get to the point. Show me the money, Brandon. Hey, I got to give you some foreplay here before we jump right on into this. See, 10.5 MQT. That's what she earned for the previous 10 days of her own physical activity, and she was not maximizing her physical activity. 10.5 MQT. The question is, how much money is that worth when it depends on when she decides to sell that MQT. Like the person in Crypto Talk who made $42 million off of Pepe, and he only bought $27 worth of Pepe. If he sold that Pepe the very next day, he wouldn't have made $42 million. He waited 5 years. So Miss Casa could sell that 10.5 MQT at $2 a token, $10 a token, $100 a token. What if it goes 500? What if it goes 1,000? That's completely on you. The point here is that she earned 10.5 MQT and she didn't have to ask for permission to receive it. It went straight to her MetaMask wallet. It wasn't held up anywhere else. There has never been a single person who has never been able to claim their MQT. Never. 100% win. I have never experienced that. Also in crypto. Now let's talk about what are the possible returns. And I don't even like using that word because this is not an investment. You do receive rewards. The return, I guess, will be when you decide to sell. But let's play that game. Let's say you've got 8 of the smallest miners, the movers, for $50 each. Let me tell you the cost of maintenance. In other words, what is the cost of you being in business every single month with 8 movers? Because you have to pay a fee every time you submit and claim, because that is a transaction happening on the blockchain. That cost is $15.74 a month. If you had 8 of the smallest miners at $50 each. So pay attention, Denise. If the token is at $9 a token, your monthly profit is $11 a month. I didn't tell you you was going to get rich here yet, but follow me on this. $11 a month is your profit. What happens if the token value is $25? For the same amount of activity, the same miners you have. Oh, you guys are looking at this screen. So I'm looking down here, movers. So $11 a month. If it's at $25 a month per token, your monthly profit is now $59 a month. Okay. $59 a month at a $25 token. I am not sharing with you anything that hasn't already happened. I am not talking speculation. This was at $25 just 2 weeks ago. $59. What if you have the more powerful miners? The Titans. You had 8 Titans working for you. The cost of your submissions is $126 a month for 8 Titans. At a $9 token, you're now earning $279 a month in profit. If the token is $25, you're now earning $999 a month, $11,988 a year. Now, let me blow your mind for a second. The blockchain does not count you as an individual person. The blockchain only knows wallet addresses, because that's how you sign up here, with your wallet address. What if you had more people in your home? You've got a wife, a husband, some kids. Don't you think they might need to get physically active? What if you had 4 devices yourself, like CJ Jackson does? I know if he's listening to me right now, he's got them on right now. What's 4 times $999 each from the same physical activity? Let's take it a step further. What happens if the value of the token is $80 a token? Again, this is not speculation because it already has happened. $80 a token. If you had 8 movers, formerly known as Lennies, your monthly profit is now $224 a month at 80 MQT on the lowest miners. If you had 8 Titans working for you, Your monthly profit is $3,474 a month. Now we're talking. That's a full-time income for a lot of people. That's $41,000 a year. What if you had more than one? I'm giving you guys some hints here that I only share with my inner circle. 41,000 a year from one device. Again, this is not speculation. This has already happened. Now I will speculate. Now let's go into dream mode. What happens if we double the amount of users in our community right now? And the value of MQT goes to $200 a token, $500 a token, $5,000 a token. I said in Crypto Talk this morning, if you were to go back in the past and tell somebody when Bitcoin was like $200 a coin, that, hey, you might want to hold your tokens because one day Bitcoin's going to be worth $100 to $1,000, they would have looked at you like you were crazy. That's not possible. It happened. Bitcoin might reach $1 million a coin or more one day. I don't know, or can I guarantee how high MQT is going to go. What I do know is that if we have certain numbers, and people say, well, Brandon, you say we don't need to make money from recruiting, then why are you doing presentations and sharing with other people? That's something that critics try to say. Why are you sharing with other people? Well, it's the same reason why the Winklevoss twins, after they spent $7 million on Bitcoin, started running around wearing Bitcoin t-shirts. It's the same reason why Elon Musk tweets about Doge and is creating literally creating a government agency called Department of Government Efficiency called Doge. When I first heard that, I thought that we were being punked or something. I thought we were being trolled. But why does he do it? Why is he talking about it? Because the more people that has a demand that wants to use the token, the higher the value of the token and the more money we all make. See that? That's why I share this, because I have a bunch of miners, a bunch of MQT, and I want the value of it to go up. Not because I'm trying to build a team. I want everybody to win, whether you've been on my team or not, because when you win, we all win. And right now, everybody's winning. The only losers have been those who have got scammed. So you use your own imagination as to what happens if we have 100,000 users on a daily basis. Now, just like Bitcoin, you're not going to be receiving, you know, 45 Bitcoin on a month. You're going to be receiving less because there's more people mining, but the value of the token will be going up, which leads to another opportunity. And I will be really talking about this on my strategy call with my inner circle on Wednesday. Now's the time that you want to be mining as many tokens as you possibly can, because there's going to become a day where every MQT is going to be so precious. Bitcoin miners today are not getting thousands of tokens like they did 10 years ago mining. That day can come here as well. So this is accumulation mode. You early birds, and I don't mean, and that's what people say, wait a minute, Brand, what do you mean early birds? You know, you guys got started in August. Guess what we're about to do? And the date that I'm being given, now don't hold me to this, is December 26th. We're going to have a brand new relaunch of MoveQuest because we launched as Get Fit Mining. We have a rebrand. We have a new app. We have it more user-friendly. We're going to have more features to it, like the challenging events and the leasing that we have never experienced yet. Everything we've done up to now has been proof of concept, just to prove that it works. So we're still not under the full system yet. Which means if you felt, man, I wish I got started when they did. No, you don't. Because even I wasn't sure this was going to work back then. We were the guinea pigs. But now we've got 6,000 man army. More than $20 million has been paid out. We've proven that it works and that it can sustain itself. What do you think is going to happen on the next launch? I would suggest you get your hands on as many miners and MQT tokens while you can, and we buy the dip. When would you rather buy Bitcoin at $101,000 as it is today, or when it was 70,000 a couple of weeks ago? Huh. Speaking of, how can I get my hand on more miners, especially without having to pay for them? Who would like to do that? We have a new feature called the hatchery, where you can allow the MQT you're already holding right now to work for you instead of just sitting in your wallet and you're just waiting for the price of MQT to go up. So if you've got MQT that you've been mining that you haven't sold, you can actually put it in our hatchery and let it incubate for the next 7 to 28 days. And at the end of that term, you will receive all of those MQTs back plus a miner, whether it's a mover all the way up to a vanguard. I'm loving that. The only cost is a mover. It will cost you $3 to put it into the hatchery, and a vanguard 24. Inner Circle Crypto Talk. You just saw me do this morning. Mover, and Lynette just made more available in the hatchery. I think we're up to what 175,000 MQT can be in the hatchery, and it's at what 75% right now. So now's the time. If you didn't, because it's limited, not everybody can be in it. So there's a little bit more room. So if you didn't have a chance to get in it because it was all 100% filled up, you have a chance. It might fill up in the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, what's the benefit of you doing that? Some of the advantages. Well, it helps to build increased liquidity for our ecosystem. You're able to earn more assets from the assets you already have. Your MQT is not locked. You can pull it out whenever you want to, but if you do, you're going to reset your timer. It reduces the circulating supply of MQT without burning, which helps to preserve the token stability, which means you now know there's a certain amount of tokens that's not being sold. So the value stabilizes or goes higher. We have a scalable ecosystem. As the market value of MQT grows, the hatchery scales with it, maintaining fair contributions to liquidity. Now, I forgot to eliminate this slide because now it started off as being a limited time opportunity. Now it is part of the whole ecosystem, which is ingenious. It's ingenious. Now that you've got these extra miners, what are you going to do with them? Inner Circle. We're going to talk about this more on Wednesday. But what about using them and putting them on the leasing dock? Leasing, what does that mean? Well, my grandpa always said, buy multiple properties, live in one and lease out the others. If you have more miners than you're actually using yourself, you're going to be able to put them on the leasing dock so others can lease. So that begs the next question. Why would somebody want to lease the miner? Well, remember I said early that in the mining industry and crypto, the average miners can go anywhere between $500 to $10,000. You might have heard of a project called Gala Games Network. Look them up. Those miners and those first came out at $500 a piece. Do you know what they're worth today? More than $140,000 each. Our miners right now are cheap, but the value of them is going to go up and relatively soon. Remind me, Marnita, ask me that question on the Inner Circle on Wednesday to share with them why. Because I think I have a pretty good idea what Lynette is doing. Even though she hasn't said it, I can figure it out. But there's a strategy to this. The miners are going to be worth more than they are right now. I can't tell you how high they're going to go. I just know they're going to be worth more. And people around the world may not be able to afford to be a part of it. I mean, can the average person pay $140,000 right now for a Gala miner? No, but what if you could lease one though? So if you put it on the leasing dock, you set the leasing fee, somebody anywhere around the world can join without having to purchase any miners. They just pay a leasing fee. They're going to be able to do their submissions and claim all of their rewards. You do not. If you're leasing the miner out to somebody else, you're not getting their MQT. They're just paying you for access to it. I don't have the details as of yet, how this is all going to play out. I'm just giving you the concept. So leasing opens the door for more people to join the ecosystem, contribute and benefit from the platform. This fosters a sustainable, self-funding ecosystem while ensuring miners retain their long-term value as income-generating assets. By sharing resources, the community grows stronger without inflating token supply or depending on speculative growth. Because here's something else that's going to happen. If we have more people around the world that is able to participate, they can't afford a miner, but they're doing submissions and claims, what happens to the value of MQT? Keeps going up. And we have now allowed everybody to participate, not just based on how much money you have to get started. So it's not a pay-to-play opportunity. So what you want to do is get back to the person who invited you and let them know if you're in or out. See, I went long today for this very reason, and this is being recorded so that you'll be able to share this with others, especially anyone who might be a critic and they don't understand what's going on, but they like to run their mouth. You share this video with them, because even after seeing this, if they still say it's a scam, they just missed everything I said. They're just saying that. Because then I challenge them, okay, where is the scam? They can't answer that question. Not once have I talked about any type of recruiting income or compensation plan. I'm showing you how to make money from the product, from your own physical activity. So if you say, no, this is not for me, thank you for taking your time out to even listening to see what this is about. And then you're forming your opinion that it's not for you. But I will say to you, when you leave here, especially this Saturday morning, and especially if you're part of other health and wellness companies where people got to pay auto ship just to have your product every single month, and you're preaching health and wellness, you're taking selfies as you're out there walking and you're in the gym, just know you're choosing not to get paid for that activity. Instead, what you should be thinking is, how could I use this MoveQuest app to the community I already have that understands health and wellness, show them how to have an extra income coming in that they can use to buy the products that I'm selling. This is not in competition with anybody. This is not MLM. This is not, if I do MoveQuest, I have to stop doing what else I'm doing. You can continue doing it. MoveQuest helps. That's why I added it to my portfolio and my ILCA community. Now, since I'm teaching crypto education, people have a little bit of extra money from their own physical activity that they can use to start to build their portfolio. It's a simple concept. Finances 101. But know that you're choosing not to get paid, and you're going to go to sleep tonight, and God willing, you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and you chose not to get paid for you sleeping. If you say this is for you, or you like the concept, you got to learn more, then the person who invited you will get you plugged into the system. The only downside is that if you don't have crypto education, you're susceptible to the professional scammers who's listening to me right now that's trying to pick you off like sharks or wolves on the sheep for the stragglers to steal your crypto from you. Get plugged in and plugged in well to know where to go for information. The official groups is on Facebook and Discord. Nobody from customer support will be sending you a private message to try to get you to help you. We'll tell you, go to this link and click, because the moment you do, that's how they're getting all of your crypto. Get yourself educated so that you can protect. It's one thing to earn it, it's another to be able to keep it. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I share information for educational, training, and entertainment purposes only. It is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There is absolutely no guarantee that I can give you on exactly how much money you're going to make. This isn't one of those things. We can't guarantee that because there's three reasons that is in your control. The first that I'm not going to know is how physically active are you going to be? Are you going to be doing 20,000 steps a day or 500? I don't know that. Only you do. The second thing is, I don't know how much mining power you're going to have working for you. Will you have one mover at 50% or will you have 8 Titans? I don't know that. Only you do. Get in where you fit in and what you can afford to do. And then the third thing is, once you do receive your MQT, I don't know when you decide you're going to sell them. I have a strategy on what I'm doing. I share with our ILCA community. I have more MQT now than I did when I first got started. And I used what I sold to purchase more miners, more assets that's going to be producing for me. There's a strategy behind that. So I don't know what you're going to do. You might have to sell. What I do know is $20 million has been sold to date. So I don't know when you're going to decide to sell your tokens. Tomorrow or 2 years from now or 5 years from now. I don't know that. Only you do. And the target date, again, don't hold me to this exactly because I'm not in control of this, is when we move to the MoveQuest official brand and the app. Take a look at this quick video here.
MoveQuest could be worth more than Bitcoin one day.
Yeah, high-level leadership.
A lot of sleepless nights. But we put the work in, and now it's paid off. I'm on the move, they on the move, we on the move quest. I'm on the move, stay on the groove, we on the move quest. I'm on the move, they on the move, we on the move quest. Quest.
And that is it. So I know I went 1 hour and 17 minutes. I can do this presentation in 12 minutes. I went long today as we're getting prepared for the Christmas season coming up, as we're getting prepared for the launch of the new app itself and a new start. I just want to make sure everybody is fresh and understanding some of the basics. And you're able to take this recording and share with others out there to get ready for the new launch, because it is a new launch of MoveQuest and us doubling our community in size and seeing the value of the token skyrocket. We saw it happen before. We know exactly what we did to make it happen. We can do it again. Triple the size this time around. Now, what's happening next is, this is Saturday. I will be doing this presentation again on Monday. Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It'll be less than 30 minutes. I won't be going long like I did today. Invite guests, not to build a network marketing opportunity, but to build the community of users of this product, a product that we've proven is paying out. The next thing after that is Tuesday evening will be the next update call with Lynette. Now, she said it last Tuesday that she'll have a lot more updates this coming Tuesday. So that's going to be Tuesday night on jointhemomentum.com at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's going to be Tuesday night. And then we have another presentation on Wednesday that will be hosted by Miss Marnita Casa. She'll be doing that presentation. Following that, for my inner circle, we will be doing another private training. And I have been forced, because of Brandon, why are you doing it just for your inner circle? Because $500,000 has been stolen from this community. And we have scammers out there following and listening to everything we do. You know what the latest one is? I just saw yesterday. The scammers have taken AI and they've taken my voice and they've cloned my voice and they're sending private messages to people that is claiming to be me, trying to push you off on some other opportunities or to click on some other sites. And it kind of sounds like me. If you're not paying attention, you might think it's me, especially if you've never really talked to me before. You think it's me, and it's not. So I got to protect ourselves and our community. So I only do my strategy calls and my personal trainings for my inner circle. Everyone's welcome to be a part of it. Ms. Casa put the link in there for anybody who wants to be a part of our inner circle. But Wednesday, after the presentation, I'll be doing the next strategy, and we're going to be covering two things. One is the hatchery. I'm going to go into detail about how I want to use the hatchery and helping our community using this opportunity to be doing $2,500 to $5,000 a month, every single person, and how we're going to utilize the hatchery to make that happen. And we're going to be covering MetaMask. I'm going to be covering some of the MetaMask wallets, MetaMask secrets, how to protect yourself, having multiple different wallets, and things that the average person still to this day is not doing, and you're leaving yourself open to getting all of your crypto stolen. I hate to say that nobody's going to get scammed again, but I know that's not the case. On a Tuesday or Thursday evening, we may have 500 to 600 people or 300 on. But any training that I do, we don't have that amount. And the ones I'm giving you is how to protect yourself. So because of that, unfortunately, there's going to be more people in this community that's going to lose their money because they don't value the crypto education side of it, which I provide. So we're going to be covering that on Wednesday. And yeah, John, I'll give you a free one here. Multiple devices. This is what I'll say. The blockchain does not know your name. It only knows your wallet address. So when you sign up, you're signing up based on whatever wallet address you've created for your phone. Now you can approach MoveQuest from a casual, I'm already moving every day. I got a phone. I might as well put the app on it and get paid for that activity. Or you can approach it the way I do, like a business. I have more than one phone. I have 2 active phone lines. My youngest son in high school has a phone. He also has account set up. My wife has a phone. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you have multiple devices, each device has to have its own wallet, which is why on Wednesday in the Inner Circle, I'm going to be covering that. So if you're asking about that, you got to be in the Inner Circle, and I'll give more information and details on that, or you can figure it out on your own. All right, everybody, I hope you learned something new. As always, that's the point. I hope you have a good understanding of this project. The token at the price right now, this is a fire sale. This is the time where you want to be buying and getting as much MQT as you can and be prepared when the rocket ship takes off again, and it will. It's just a matter of when, not a matter of if. So with that, thank you guys for being here today. Thank you, Ms. Casa, for being our hostess. I will see you on the next presentation on Monday, and I will try to get this recording up. I'll have it up in our private Telegram group and also on the Discord channel. I'm streaming live right now in the Facebook MoveQuest group, so you can always go to the Facebook group and watch it there and share it. But I'll get the recording up on my YouTube and post it in the Discord group later on today. Have an enjoyable rest of your weekend as we get ready for Christmas, and I will see you guys on Monday. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.